This is a video on multiplication strategies. I'm going to teach you three different strategies. One is called equal groups, another is called repeated addition, and the last is called arrays. So with equal groups, what you do is you write the problem, and I'm going to use the problem 3 times 4 on each one of these so you can see how they're different. So when we're doing pictures to represent this, we know this means 3 times 4. But this times symbol here also means of. So it's a symbol representing the word of. So this also means 3 groups of 4. So all I'm going to do is draw 3 groups. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to put 4 in each group. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I have 3 groups of 4, that's going to equal a certain number of stars. So I count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's called equal groups. I also could use my skip counting songs to do this. 3 groups of 4. So this is going to tell me, the 3 tells me how many fingers, and the 4 tells me what song I'm going to sing. So I'm going to do the 4 song, and I'm going to count 3 fingers. So I do 4, 8, 12, and I get the same answer. Okay. So that's equal groups. Some people also like to call this circles and stars, or plates and cookies. All right, the next method is called repeated addition. So I'm going to write my expression 3 times 4 here, and I know this times symbol also means of. Now this says 3 groups of 4, so I'm going to write 1, 2, 3 groups of 4. Okay, so this is called repeated addition. A lot of people think it's repeated addition because you keep repeating the plus sign, but really what signifies repeated addition is that this number keeps repeating. So whenever you have a number that keeps repeating, that's repeated addition. Obviously you do have to have a plus sign, but what's repeating here is the number. So now if I want to count and find out what 4 plus 4 plus 4 is, I could draw a box and put dots and then count like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or I could use my skip counting songs, which would be 4, 8, 12. And the answer here would be 12, making my expression now into an equation. All right? Now with arrays, we have 3 different types of arrays that you could use. When you're doing arrays, you have to know you're counting rows and columns. So you're going to draw a picture of rows and columns. Remember, rows are what you sit in, so they go horizontally. And then columns usually hold up buildings, so they go this way. Okay, so they go vertically. So let's try area arrays. Now when you're doing area arrays, if you think of the song perimeter plus it's the frame of the window, area is the squares, or length times width, you'll know they call this an area array because you're using squares. So it says, if I write in my problem, which is 3 groups of 4, I know I'm going to have 3 rows and 4 columns. So I'm going to do 3 rows of 4. So I do 1 row of 4, 2 rows of 4. Move this up a little so I have more room. Remember, you sit in rows, so I'm just making rows right now. Rows of 4. And I've got 3 rows of 4. And I'll show you this with my hands what I mean by this. So here I've got it. It's nice and neat. It's 1, 2, 3 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Now, there's another method, method 2, which is called where the lines cross. And I really like this method because you actually draw your 3 rows. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 rows. And then you draw your 4 columns, which I always know go vertically. So I draw 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Now it's where the lines cross, so I just count up where the lines cross. So they cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They cross in 12 places. Now if I wanted to do dots, I always have trouble with the dots, but you would just do the same thing as you do here, but without the lines. So you'd go one row of 4, 2 rows of 4, 3 rows of 4. And again, you've got 1, 2, 3 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So the total here should equal 12 because we always find out 3 times 4 equals 12. Let's see if it does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This one became 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. And this one too. 3, 6, 9, 12. And it doesn't matter which way I go, I'll always get 12. So those are 3 different ways to represent multiplication. We also call them strategies. And these are great ways to solve problems like 3 times 4 if you haven't memorized your facts or if you haven't memorized your skip counting songs. Hope that helps. Bye.